Photos are good. Videos are better. Zoes are weird, but also awesome. But without a great way to share all that, it's just a big ugly pile of media. So, let's see what HTC has to offer in that area. I'm Michael Fisher, this is Pocketnow, and this is a guided tour of the gallery and media sharing features on the HTC One. So let's say you've had a day full of adventure in the woods, and you want to share it with friends. This whole experience starts in the gallery, which displays a ribbon of blink feed-like social images from your Facebook, Flickr, and Dropbox accounts, but your photos are always right up top. The One organizes your gallery into events by default. Now, the inclination, if you're an old-timer like me, is to immediately go up and change that to, say, albums instead, because that's what you're used to. But fight that impulse, because events are pretty logical. They're grouped by date and location, and they're necessary for video highlights. As you scroll, you'll notice that the One selectively animates events at random to show you what's inside. This helps liven up the gallery instead of presenting you with the static thumbnails we've been used to seeing from computers for 20 years. So when you jump into the event you want to share, you'll notice a big square dominating the top of the event. Now that's not a video or a Zoe you shot. It's the video highlight reel the phone has automatically created for you. Tap it and you'll see something less than a movie, more than a slideshow, setting videos, Zoes, and photos to a jaunty tune and throwing a filter over the top. There are 6 modes available, each with its own unique feel. We'll change it up here to something a little more appropriate. Some of them are pretty tacky, but it's pretty cool how HTC changes the way the video is cut to match the music. Now as this scrolls through, maybe we see something we don't want included, or we remember something we do that's not here. We can jump into the menu, hit Select Content, and then decide exactly what media we do and don't want in the reel. Remember, the phone is doing all the editing and other heavy lifting here. We're just telling it what media we want included. Once we've got everything applied to our liking, we can hit Save to save the finished highlight reel to the phone, or Share to send it to our friends or family right away. You can share via the usual channels, Facebook, email, etc., or you can use HTC Share, which aims to preserve the cinematic experience a bit. When you go this route, it automatically uploads not just the video highlights reel, but also other media in the same event, which is a little confusing. Of course, you can alter what's included and what's not before uploading, but we're not sure why that's not a mandatory step to prevent you from uploading things you really didn't want to. The UI could use a little clarification here. Once the upload is complete, you decide how you want to share the link to the experience, and you send it out. Your experience stays hosted at the private link for 180 days, and it looks like this on a computer screen. The highlights reel sometimes takes a few minutes to load before it's accessible. The presentation is minimal and classy, and media is downloadable right from the page. We tested it on Firefox and Chrome on a Mac, as well as mobile Safari on an iPad 3 and iPhone 4S, and the stock Android browser on the HTC One. The highlights reel played equally well on them all. It even played on an HP touchpad. You can use HTC Share to disseminate in a more pedestrian fashion, too, if you just wanted to distribute photos, say, but it's much more fun when you include the highlight reel. And what's really cool is the video highlights and HTC Share work together to give Zoe a reason to exist, instead of just being a collection of 4-second videos or whatever. And it does end up being worth it. Just be mindful that you do need an HTC account, which is free, that content expires after 180 days, which is sad, and that it's a pretty bare-bones UI. With the exception of the custom frames and filters for photos, there's very little customization available, so you have to trust the phone's software to make your day look good. Fortunately, it seems adept at that. Those photo frames and filters are great, and the addition of Zoe really puts it over the top. If you can resist the urge to treat HTC's new gallery as just another thumbnail collection, you can really make your adventures pop on the One. Just make sure to keep an eye on your HTC account's storage space. That's it for now, folks. We have a whole lot more on the HTC One at Pocketnow.com. Check out our various reviews, comparisons, and other features. Follow us on social media, subscribe if you like the video, throw us a thumbs up, and leave us a comment if you have something to say. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.